I'm so excited right now. I'm fangirling hardcore, so might be getting a little hot. You may recognize our next guest as the winner of season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race. But now Sasha Velour is not just an international drag superstar, she's also an author. Her new book is called The Big Reveal, and she joins me now to tell me what it's all about. This is so, I mean, first of all, fabulous. We didn't know we were going to be color coordinating happening. This is perfect, and it is such an honor.
Sunshine in the fashion on this rainy day.
Seriously, it is such an honor to have you here.
Thank
you for being here. What is this new book? Have you always wanted to be an author? Tell me about how this got started. It's right here.
Yes, it's right here. I don't know if I've always dreamed about being an author, but I always dreamed about finding a history of drag that could speak to the legacy of this art form, the political importance of it to the queer community. And since that book didn't exist, I started doing this research and compiling what I found, and I wanted to write it down to share with people, and I felt like this is needed.
Absolutely. And you've done the illustrations in here. I mean, walk me through all of that.
Well, before I was a full-time drag performer, I had my day job as a book designer. So I have a passion for the technical sides of books. And at Harper, they let me come up with the cover design, some of the interior elements, and then all the art and illustration. So I had a lot of fun putting my own little signature flourishes into the book itself.
Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible. And I know it's been 6 years since, you were on RuPaul's Drag Race, but how was that experience?
It was an incredible experience. They opened so many doors for me to be able to share my story with the world. The reason I get to be here today is because of that and write this book. And I hope that I can just use that platform to reach people, to share that queer and trans people are part of the fabric of the world, and drag belongs on the world stage and is for everyone to enjoy and get a little inspiration and hope from in these trying times.
Absolutely. And tonight you have a show at the Neptune for everyone if they don't know. So what can people expect if they head out there tonight?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but we've got lots of exciting surprises. There's some readings from the books, some discussions with, we have Kitten and Lou, who are Seattle drag royalty, as special guests tonight, and then I'm giving lots of reveal performances and surprises for people, because we call it the big reveal. I gotta rip some costumes off and reveal some secrets underneath.
And I know it's going to be amazing outfits and obviously so entertaining tonight. Absolutely amazing. And so how did you get started in drag?
Oh my gosh, I have been doing drag since I was a little child. I thought I had invented it, but I was the only little kid in the world who wanted to put on gowns and makeup and wigs. And discovering that I wasn't, that this is something that's totally normal, and a lot of people love to play with dress up. A lot of people love to traverse the gender binary and explore what's beyond it. Gave me a strength that I desperately needed to become my most happy self.
And we discussed, how supportive, your parents were, your mom and dad. So can you speak on that at all, and just that support and what that has meant to you growing up?
I was so lucky to have my dad, who's given himself the nickname Papa Velour, taking my chosen name. He was the guest at the debut performance that launched the book just 3 days ago in San Francisco. And he's an old hippie, and I'm so grateful that he was accepting. They didn't try to force me to be anything. They just let me discover who I am. And I know that's what all young people need. And I feel very, very lucky. And I also want to share that family with the world for the people who don't have that support, and say, this is what family should be all about. Just unconditional support, maybe a little bit of shade, a little judgment from a place of love and acceptance. That's what family's all about too.
And do you have any thoughts on the anti-drag legislation going on, to speak on that, how you've had this great support, but what has the support been with all of this happening now?
Right. Of course, the anti-drag legislation is connected to fears about queer and trans people off stages in real life. I think it's because people overwhelmingly are supportive of queer and trans people. And so there's a very small group that is afraid of what that means and trying to push back against everyone's rights. But I feel confident that we will continue to exist and that we're only going to take steps forward. So as a community, we can be strong, we can share our resources and support those who are affected most by these laws. And we're going to continue battling them and make sure there's liberation for queer people, equality for all people, regardless of how you choose to dress.
I love it. You are absolutely incredible. And back to the book, what was your favorite part about writing this book or researching? I mean, did anything surprise you while you were researching this book?
I was really surprised finding examples of drag going back to the earliest forms of theater, going back to the Mesolithic age. I traced the full history across the world in this book. But I also was surprised going through my own childhood, finding just how much I was a gender fluid person from the second I was born, finding drawings of myself as a girl, as a boy, as a bat. And I just hope I can, stay true to that little person, because we know who we are very early. We just gotta stick to our guns.
I love it. Anything else you want to say about the show tonight, or just, anyone watching that maybe, looks to you as inspiration?
For anyone watching who needs a little inspiration, I just want to say that we got this as a community. No matter what people say, we are gorgeous, we're having fun, and we're gonna keep surviving.
You are absolutely incredible. What an inspiration. Iconic, okay? And remember, you can catch Sasha's show tonight, Monday, April 10th at 8 p.m. at the Neptune. So head to her website for ticket information.